Okay, go ahead.
I learned a lot about the different fitting types. So to
Right.
connect all these valves, I had to dive into like what size lines we were using, and each size line has a different thread pitch, and there's different types of connections you can use that have pros and cons. Like there's some JIC fittings and O-ring Boss, and it's a pretty long list. So diving into the catalogs took a while for me to get the hang of which part we need and what's going to make these lines fit together.
Was this valuable experience for you?
Absolutely.
How so?
I think that it'd be hard to tinker and try to get experience with hydraulics because it's expensive. I think it's prohibitively expensive. So it's nice that the NFPA funded this. So I don't think I would have gotten this experience any other way.
Do you have a job lined up? I talked to some students who have a job lined up already after graduation. Is that your case, or?
It is my case.
So where are you heading?
I'll be working for the Department of the Air Force
Oh, nice.
as a civilian engineer.
Okay. Are you going to put this on your resume?
I will, definitely.
That's fantastic. How about you? What's your involvement in this? What year are you in, and what's your specialty? What's your?
I'm mechanical engineering. I'm doing mechanical engineering in the University of Utah, and I'll have for this team most of the for the fluid circuit, and I learned a lot about the fluid circuit, and especially for the regenerative braking. It is far more efficient compared to the regenerative braking in the electrical system. So yeah, I think it's a good value to learn this whole from the competition.
How much speed can you get out of this?
We got a pretty not too much, around five miles per hour. Yeah, because we had a trouble with the gearing, and we decided to just go with the 7-to-1 ratio because we don't have much time to repair the system. So I think in future for next team, they can improve all the mistakes that we made. Yeah.
What of the categories, judging categories? What do you think you'll do best in?
Direct drive. Yeah, endurance challenge.
Oh, the
Hopefully,
endurance
yeah,
challenge.
Hopefully.
So what does that mean? What, as far as how do you define endurance?
It's just a direct. We're gonna pedal the bike, and for the direct drive mode, and then when we stop, we're just gonna flip the switch here, and then store more pressure inside the accumulator. And then after we came to fully stop, we just flip the switch again, and we'll just thrust us forward. Yeah.
Have you guys talked about using pneumatics at all in this? I mean, we're at a company that specializes in pneumatics. Do you see that as having a bigger role? Maybe not this year, but maybe in the future. And if you could, have you given any thought to pneumatics?
We thought about it for the first month of our preliminary design. We were thinking about pneumatics. It was between pneumatics and hydraulics, and I think just by parts availability and the knowledge base that we had around us, hydraulics was just the easier way for us to go. But I could definitely see it in the future as a different design alternative.
It would have been nice to not have to deal with hydraulic fluid because we made a lot of spills, and having just compressed air would have been nice to avoid that mess.
Very interesting. Now you're let's see, are you a senior then as well?
Yeah, I'm also
mechanical engineering.
Yep.
I'll ask you the same question about your exposure to hydraulics. What surprised you, or?
It was surprising because we, at least at our university, we don't have a direct experience class with hydraulic power. So this was totally new for all of us. And it is a really good experience. We had no idea what to expect.
Right.
When I was first approached about the whole project, I kind of had my doubts. I'm like, you can't actually do that. And, but no, and it turns out, and you see videos of other teams doing it, we do it, and it's really cool to actually see it like come together like that.
Yeah, and this being the first year for your university, so that's a lot of pressure. To do it as right as possible the first time.
Yeah, right? Yeah. No, it's very enlightening. Like I think we've gotten a very good knowledge base that hopefully the team next year can, kind of start where we left off.
This is your legacy.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing after graduation?
I'm currently, so I've been interning with an HVAC contractor. doing their design, some of their design work for the past 2 years. So that's kind of where I'm lining up. So doing that, 3D modeling for them, maybe a little bit of drafting.
So your University of Utah, are you going to be staying pretty local, or do you see yourself traveling?
No, at least the company I work with is pretty local. So.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, congratulations
Thank you.
on
It's
all
been
you've
fun.
done.